Hello viewers, here is a Patton high velocity air circulator. This is a very small 2-speed model. The model number is the U2-887. I believe this is an 8-inch fan. It's the Holmes group, so this was after the Holmes acquisition situation. And it is from the 2000, and it has a shaded pole motor. Of course, driving that heavy metal blade is a very inefficient product. Calls for an amp, a whole entire amp for a little 8-inch fan, and it is in immaculate condition. The blade is just a flawless, nice blue, deep royal blue color. Absolutely flawless. It's got a good pitch to it as well. Just powered by a basic C-frame shaded pole motor. And unfortunately, one of these broke moments before the recording of the video, but that of course is easily fixed with a little bit of hot glue. So I will repair that and then it'll be good as new. This one looks like it's fixing to break as well. They're all cracked, so those should probably be replaced anyways. And this is just like the bigger ones. It's got the handle and the same kind of knob and everything. I thought that's really neat when you have fans like that of different sizes. I bought this off of an elderly woman who was having a tag sale. This wasn't one of the items in the sale. I saw it in the back of her garage, sitting up on a shelf. And I asked her about it, and she really had no interest in selling it, and I kind of just wasn't taking no for an answer. So she eventually went and got it, and she brought it out, and I'm thinking, oh geez, I have to pay a fortune for this thing because she didn't want to let go of it. And then I thought it was comical because she named her price, and it was something ridiculous. It was like $2 or $5 or something. So needless to say, this was a steal. I got it for an amazing price. And of course it didn't look like this when I got it. It was pretty filthy, but it cleaned up great and it runs great, and it's a really neat little fan. In fact, the plastic is still over this badge. If I was to take that plastic off, that would be absolutely flawless. But it already looks pretty good with the plastic on there, so that's why I left it in place. You really can't tell. If it wasn't for that tab, you wouldn't even know that the plastic was on there. I really like these Patton fans with the blue blades. I remember seeing these things everywhere years ago, even up until like the early, not 2010, like late 2000s, mid 2000s. They were everywhere, and then they just disappeared. I suspect most of them probably failed due to lack of lubrication, because especially on the higher end, the bigger ones, like the 18-inch ones, the motors are very high performance, and so they got very hot and they ran at a pretty high speed. I think they were 1725 RPM motors, and so they would fail due to lack of lubrication, which is a shame. So anyways, we're testing this on 122.2.3 volts. We'll go to amps and see what it does. I haven't used this in a while, but I recall it having a pretty distinct startup sound. Okay, we'll start it up on the 1 because that's what comes first. And we're at 0.46 amps. A little bit out of balance, but not too bad. I'd say it's within an acceptable margin of error. And it really puts out pretty good air. And it's not loud either. got a pretty loud hum to it. Lamont will probably like that. Okay, I'm going to stall it out in between the speeds. Let it spin down. Looks like the bearings are still pretty free in this, although it could certainly use an oil. And here we go to high, or the 2. Yeah, it's only at 0.77 amps, so it's a fair bit below what it's rated at. Pretty decent balance. I guess what's good about this being a shaded pole motor is that you could probably find a replacement motor very easily, because a lot of these shaded pole motors, I mean, they use those in all sorts of stuff still. They're pretty easily obtained if this was to ever go out for whatever reason. And these shaded pole motors, the C-frame ones, the bearings don't really have a good reputation of longevity. That's pretty strong. I can feel it from across the room, but I'm not sure if I really consider this like a air circulator fan. I don't think it's quite that powerful unless you got a really small room. I'd like to use this in the bathroom, but I can't fathom putting this to that kind of abuse, because the fan in there, you know, it's wet in there, and it's anything you use in it when you have moisture gets dusty real fast. I wouldn't want to subject this to that kind of abuse. It's too nice of a piece. It's got very pronounced motor sounds to it.